question that lurks at the very core of our existence. It's the unspoken question lying beneath every choice we'll ever make. It lives within every challenge that will ever test us, and it's the foundation for every decision we'll ever face. If God had a cosmic question counter to track the things that we humans wonder about most, I have no doubt it would have maxed out and returned to zero so often in registering this one question alone that even God would have lost count of how many times it's been asked. The question at the root of all questions, one that has been asked countless times by countless individuals throughout the estimated 200,000 years or so that we've been on Earth, is simply this: who are we? Who are we? And while the question itself appears simple and brief, the way we answer it has implications that we simply cannot escape. It tears directly into the heart of each moment of our lives by forming the lens that defines the way we see ourselves in the world and the choices we make. The meaning that we give to these three words permeates the very fabric of our society. And it shows up in everything we do, from the way we choose the food that nourishes our bodies to how we care for ourselves and our youngest children and our aging parents. Our answer to who are we underlies the core principles of civilization itself. It influences how we share resources like food and water and medicine and other necessities of life, when and why we go to war, and what our economy is based upon. What we believe about our past, our origin, our history, our destiny, and our fate even justifies our thinking regarding when we choose to save a human life and when we choose to end it. In what may be the greatest irony of our existence, at the dawn of the 21st century, following more than 5,000 years of recorded history, we have still not clearly answered this most basic question about ourselves. And while at any time discovering the truth of our existence would be worth the time and energy and resources needed to do so, as we currently face the greatest crises affecting life and survival in the memory of our species, it is especially critical for our time, here and now. The clear and present danger. One good reason for us to know who we are stands above all others. Maybe it's no coincidence that today, after 3 centuries of using the scientific method to answer the most basic question about ourselves, we also find ourselves in deep trouble here on Earth. And it's not just any old run-of-the-mill kind of trouble that we're in. It's the kind of trouble that dramatic novels and science fiction blockbusters are made of. And just to be absolutely clear, it's not Earth that's in trouble. It's us, the people who live here on Earth. I can say with a high degree of confidence that our planet will still be here 50 years from now, or even 500 years from now. No matter what choices we make during that time, no matter how many wars we wage, and how many political revolutions we begin, or how badly we pollute our air and oceans, the world that our ancestors called the Garden will still be here, making the same 365-day journey around the sun each year, just as it has for the past 4.5 billion years or so. So the question is not about Earth, it's about us, and whether or not we will be on Earth to enjoy it. Will we still be here to enjoy the sunsets and the sensual mysteries of nature? Will we witness the beauty of the seasons with our families and our loved ones? As I'll explore in future chapters, unless something changes soon, the experts are betting against us. The reason? Because when it comes to having what it takes for us to live on Earth, we are dangerously close to making the choices that lead us beyond the point of no return. And this is the conclusion of an independent study on climate change, co-chaired by Britain's former Secretary of State for Transport, Stephen Byers, and U.S. Senator Olympia Snowe, which was released in 2005. It stated that when it comes to the environment alone, we could reach that tipping point and lose the fragile web of life that sustains us in as little as 10 years. But the environment is only one of a host of crises facing us today, each leading us toward the same potentially deadly outcome for the human race. Well, the best minds of our time acknowledge that we're on multiple collision courses with disastrous outcomes, from the renewed threat of global war, the overuse of our resources, and the growing shortages of food and drinkable water, to the unprecedented stress we're placing on